Hey you guys, it's Miss So Fabulous, and I'm back again to do a battle of the foundations. Now please excuse me, my voice is very hoarse right now. I don't know what that is. I wasn't screaming. I think it's from a cold that I didn't get yet because I have been preventing getting sick. Believe me, everybody at my Sephora is some kind of sick, whether they got a stomach bug or flu, and I felt some flu-like symptoms coming on, so I prevented it. I don't feel sick. I feel absolutely fine. I don't have a cough, but there's just something going on with my voice right now. So yeah, and I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking like, where the hell are you right now? I am in my new dressing room that is nowhere near completed. We still have to finish the floors. As you can see, I have this yucky green paint behind me because whoever lived here before us was a graphic designer and used to film videos. So they used this, they painted the wall green for green screen and stuff. So yeah. And I finally moved the rest of my stuff over here as far as furniture wise from my old house. So, you know, I just decided to set up my vanity mirror and, you know, get some videos out for you guys. And it is a little bit more easier for me to film now that I have my mirror because I don't have a viewfinder on my camera. So yeah, I normally just place my camera directly in front of my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, enough rambling. So this video is going to be a battle of the foundations drugstore edition. Okay, I did a battle of the concealers last year, last winter time around this time as well, and you guys seem to have liked that video. So I've been wanting to do the battle of the foundations for a very long time. So I decided to split this up into two parts because I do have a very large, extensive foundation collection, so I decided to split it up between drugstore and high-end foundation. So we are just going to get started before this video is super long. So this is in order. I did put it in order from least to love. So we're just going to get started. The first one is this e.l.f. Flawless Foundation. I can't really give you guys an honest opinion about the quality of this foundation. The only reason why I do not like this particular foundation, I got it in, what shade is this? This shade is in almond, and I don't like it because it gives my face a gray cast. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean about a gray cast, but it almost looks like I'm almost dead, like it's my skin tone, but then I have like this smoky film over my face. You see how smoky this glass is? That's almost exactly how it makes your face look, and I don't like that. It looks completely crazy. I look completely weird. Anytime I tried many different ways to wear this foundation, and my mom was always like, girl, what's going on? Like, no, stop it. What are you trying to do? So yeah, I don't like this particular foundation. Like I said, I can't really give you guys an accurate review on this because I have not been able to wear it properly to give you guys my real full-on review about how I really feel about this foundation. I just don't like it because of the color, number one. But this is really good if you guys, you know, are on a budget. This is a $3 foundation. So yeah. Moving on to the next one. This used to be my favorite, and I used this for years. For years when I first started wearing makeup, for years, and this is the Maybelline Liquid Mousse Foundation. Oh my god, this stuff used to be bomb. I absolutely love this foundation. Now I haven't used this foundation in almost going on 6 years now. I used to wear this foundation in high school. So yeah, what I could definitely say it says it's an airbrush finish. Now I can definitely say I never had a problem with this foundation. What I can say, this is a super full coverage. Like, you can tend to get a little bit cake face with this particular foundation because it is such a thick consistency. Then the color I am in is Caramel Dark 2. So yeah, and this was about $9.49 at my local CVS. I mean, once again, I really I can't say too much about it because I did wear this for years and I absolutely loved it. And I haven't picked it up since, you know, me being a makeup artist now and being more, you know, involved in other makeup brands. I haven't really picked this up lately, but I mean, this is a really good foundation to start off with, but once again, like I said, you know, this foundation can tend to give you a cake face. You know, it goes on really thick, and I used to apply it with a sponge. So maybe if you apply it with a like one of them cosmetics wedge sponge, that's what I used to apply it with. But maybe if I applied it with a brush, you know, and I don't use so many pumps, it might not look cake face. But yeah, I haven't used this in years, but this used to be my favorite back in the day. And this, you definitely had to set this because I do have really oily skin, and back in the day when I did wear this, I did not set my foundation. I didn't know anything about setting a foundation or even using a primer. So yeah, this will make you look a hot oily mess if you don't use a primer or set it. So yes, moving on to the next one, and I have such mixed feelings about this particular foundation. I tried to love it. And this is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup. And well, I will say this does... Okay, well, first let's just say, what the heck does a luminous mean? Does that mean it gives you a glow or it gives you like a dewy finish? Because for me, this bad boy gave me a dewy finish. And for me to have such oily skin like I do not need this to make my skin dewy. It didn't matter if I used a primer with this. It didn't matter how much I set it. It didn't matter what makeup setting spray I used with it. This stuff never set. My face was always shiny. And the color selection, the color range of this particular foundation, I don't like as much. If you can see, it is a tad bit dark for my skin tone, and it was a little bit, just a tad bit obvious that my foundation was too dark on my face. So I tend to wear this one during the summertime, but once again, it made no sense to wear this during the summertime as well, just because it gave me that dewy look. So dewy on top of oily equals a hot mess. So yes, I just couldn't get with it. I just could not get with it. And the color I got is N78 Classic Tan. So yeah, I just definitely could not get with it. It didn't matter how much I set it. I'm just saying, it just, if you're looking for that luminous and you like your skin to just look really moist and just, this is it. I mean, I think this will be a really great foundation to use for photography purposes. If you want your model or somebody to be very healthy and have that really moist kind of wet skin, I would suggest this. But other than that, I wouldn't go. If you have oily skin, do not use this. I would not recommend this whatsoever. So moving down, and the next one I want to talk about is the Revlon Color Stay for combination oily skin. These two bad boys, and the reason why I have two, one of my biggest pet peeves with foundations and particular makeup lines is that they do not come, you know, they don't have a wide range of colors, and I don't feel as though I have an awkward skin tone for them not to have my perfect shade. It is very annoying for me to have to buy two foundations because, you know, makeup can be very pricey. So it is annoying to have to buy two separate shades to mix and get your perfect shade. But yeah, that would probably be my only complaint. The first shade I got, and the reason why I got this particular color right here, it's 400 Caramel, is because in the Revlon Photo Ready I am in Caramel. So this is super dark. Do you see this? Do you see how freaking dark this is compared to my skin? And then my little sister had bought this one, but my little sister is very fair, so this was, you know, a little bit too yellow for her, so she gave it to me and I just mixed the two. So yeah, mixing the two works very well. I can get my perfect skin tone mixing both of these, but it is, you know, annoying to have to mix them. For the combination oily skin, let's just say I like this foundation. I really do. I might even consider repurchasing it if I don't have to buy both at the same time. But yeah, I really do like this foundation. But as far as it being for combination oily skin, you would think for foundation to be for oily skin, it's going to help prevent you being oily and not add on to it. But once again, this right here, I do feel it does not set It sets to a dewy finish. You know, my skin does look a little moist, which is really pretty when you first put it on, but throughout the day, as my natural oils in my skin peek through the foundation, it gets a little bit annoying because it's like, once again, when you mix dewy with oily, you get a hot mess, and I don't need to look like I was working out and I'm sweating my makeup off, and that's what this looks like without setting it. But when you set it, it's absolutely beautiful. This really lasts. This is a really long lasting foundation. I don't seem, you know, I will say for all of the foundations that I'm going to review, I don't ever feel as though I have to touch up. Working at Sephora, I do meet a lot of clients who come in and they're, you know, and I'm gonna color match them to a foundation, and they're already wearing, they say they're already wearing makeup, and then as I'm removing whatever makeup they think is on their face, there's nothing on the pad. So I don't know how people, I've never experienced my makeup disappearing throughout the day, but I do feel as though that is because I use a primer, I'm setting my foundation, and I'm also using a makeup spray as well. Yeah, even when I was using this particular foundation back when I was in high school and I didn't use a primer or set it with a powder or even use a finishing spray to finish my style off, I didn't have an issue with this running off. But this did transfer really bad. So yeah, like if I hugged a boyfriend or somebody, like my face print would be on their shirt. So yeah. So I never experienced any issues with my makeup running off. So this, you know, the name Color Stay, you know, it's a long lasting wear, but you know, once again, like I said, I've never had an issue with my makeup disappearing throughout the day. So this stuff is really good. Once again, like I said, the only issue is having, you know, to buy two separate colors to get my perfect shade. So yeah. Now moving on to my absolute favorite, and you guys know this is my favorite. This has been my favorite for years, and I've been ranting and raving about this on my channel forever, and it is the Revlon Photo Ready Foundation. Absolutely love this. This is just thebomb.com. I love the finish it gives me. I love how this works really well with my oily skin. I mean, of course, I have to use a primer, but this works really well with my skin. It gives a nice, flawless, full coverage matte look. Absolutely love this. This is just my go-to. Like, I use this in my kit as well. The foundations I use in my kit are the Revlon Photo Ready, and the Maybelline Fit Me foundations as far as drugstore. So yeah. But I absolutely love this. This is just, I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, it just works really well with my skin tone and a lot of my clients' skin tone. And I absolutely love it because they have a wide range of colors, and I can always find my color in this particular foundation. So yeah, I absolutely love this. I love this for oily skin. I love this for dry skin. I just overall love this foundation, and you guys know that. So if I had to choose a foundation to choose as far as drugstore, it would definitely be this one. Now, before I move on to the last one, I did want to talk about the Maybelline Fit Me. I don't have that right here because that particular one is empty, and it's in my empties container, which is still back home at my old house. So yeah, the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, I absolutely love that. I believe I am in 320. I love that. I love the coverage it gives. I love the finish that it gives. That is, I would almost say that gives more of a satin finish rather than a matte. It doesn't completely matte out the skin, but it doesn't leave a dewy finish. Like I said, it leaves more of a satin velvety finish, and I really like that as well. And I really like the Maybelline Fit Me foundations just because I like putting that in my kit because I go through foundations a lot, but I really do like it because of the price point. Now, the Revlon Photo Ready can run anywhere between $11 and $12, but the Maybelline Fit Me foundations are like $5 or like $5.68 or something like that. So I can buy a whole bunch of those, and it's really not going to break my bank because I go through them so much. But yeah, I really enjoy the Maybelline Fit Me foundations. Those work really wonderful. Absolutely love those. So moving on to my last and almost my favorite. You guys know I absolutely love my Revlon Photo Ready foundation, but I have said this in a favorite video, this might have to take the cake over my Revlon Photo Ready because, and this is the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid powder foundation. Now this is a liquid foundation, but when you apply it to the face, it dries to a powder finish, and I absolutely love this. Now a lot of foundations that say, you know, they mattify the skin or they dry to a powder finish, this one is no lie. A lot of my mattifying foundations, I still have to set with a powder. The reason why I really love this foundation right here is because I don't have to set it with a foundation at all. It's just primer in this and I'm good to go. So that is why I really enjoy this. I love the coverage it gives. I love the color that it is. It keeps it keeps my face like completely mattified throughout the whole day. I'm actually wearing this on my face right now, and it has been about I've probably had my makeup on for about 6-7 hours now, and the color that I am in is 330 Classic Tan, and it says Bare Skin Perfecting Makeup. I absolutely love this. I think it photographs well. This is just a bomb foundation, and this also has SPF of 18 in it. I absolutely love this, and I will continue to purchase this over and over. Now, like I said in my favorites video, I really do like this because I don't have to set it with the powder, and I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Deep to set my face. So you guys know that is probably about a $20-30 powder. So the less I have to use, the less I'll have to repurchase it. Not to sound like a cheapskate at all, but it also makes it my makeup application in the morning much faster because it's one less step that I don't have to do. So I really love this foundation. Also, oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot about this. Let me just double check in my makeup bag and see if I have it. La da da da, la da da da. How did I forget about this? Almost forgot. I thought, oh my goodness, this is also the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free foundation stick. I really like this. This also leaves almost like a gray film over the face, but once it oxidizes, the color changes a little bit. So yeah, I still feel as though this says shine free. I do feel this gives me a moist or dewy look, which is a little bit weird even though it says shine free. Even after, I still have to set this with a powder, and even after I set this with a powder, I still don't feel as though it sets as well. It also settles into my fine lines that I have underneath my eyes. But I still think overall this is a great foundation. It's super easy to apply. You just boom, 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 blend it out with a brush instead of pumping. You're wasting less product with this. So, I mean, I still like it, and the color that I am is 330 Toffee Caramel. So yeah, this is really good, and I also like this because of the price point as well. So yeah, you guys, that concludes the battle of the foundations. I hope you guys felt this fairly helpful for those who are wondering about some of the drugstore foundations. Hopefully my review can help you go out and, you know, purchase some of the foundations, but don't go buy foundations based on what I say. Everybody has different skin types, and everything works differently for some people. So I suggest that you try it rather than, you know, kick it to the curb right away. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to always rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MissSoSoFabulous TV, Facebook, facebook.com/MissSoSoFabulous. Remember, you guys have a nice and wonderful day. Bye.